Hello friends, welcome back to my rooftop garden. Gardening is just like life, it is a long and patient journey. Today, I want to share a story that took only 30 days. From some simple, reused iron bars, I built a green archway. On both sides, I planted cucumber and bitter melon seedlings. Day by day, I guided their vines to climb higher on the frame. You will see how the plants grow, sprouting, flowering, and finally bearing fruit. By day 30, the rooftop arch became a living passage full of life. Stay with me, watch the details, and let the garden speak. 30 days ago, my rooftop garden still felt a little messy. The center area was not well used, and it didn't look very beautiful. I walked through the garden and felt something was missing. I wanted to create a change, something more organized and inspiring. That is when the idea of building a climbing arch came to me. With the idea in mind, I was ready to start the work. I decided to use the leftover iron bars from building my garden. Instead of leaving them unused, they could become something new. Together with my husband, we began to cut, bend, and join the bars. Slowly, the shape of an archway started to appear. This arch would become a path for the climbing plants to grow. Through each step, I tried to capture the process on video. Even the smallest details were recorded, so nothing is missed. My hope is that these clear steps can be useful for you. Many viewers have asked me about making a climbing arch. That is why I wanted to share this project in full detail. I hope it brings inspiration and maybe new ideas for your own garden. The frame of the archway is now complete. The next step is to move some plants so the arch has enough space. Most of the plants in my garden are grown in recycled plastic bottles. Because of that, moving them to a new place is quite simple. I carefully place each pot, making sure they still get enough light. Step by step, the center of the rooftop becomes clear and ready. Many of you have asked me about growing and caring for tomatoes. Some also want to know about chili plants and roses. I keep notes of these requests, so I don't forget any of them. In the coming videos, I will share them with you in detail. Please stay with me a little longer. Those stories are on the way. For now, let's continue with this archway journey. Both my husband and I love gardening, so whenever I need his support, he is always there to help. Working together makes the garden feel warmer and more alive. My approach to gardening is usually very simple. I like to reuse old materials instead of buying new ones. This helps reduce costs, and it also reduces waste. More than that, it makes the garden feel more natural and real. My content is created for a community that loves real gardening. It is very different from channels that only show magical tricks. Some videos are made just to please the eyes of the viewers. They look interesting, but they do not reflect real gardening. I believe gardening is not about quick tricks or flashy tips. It is about patience, care, and understanding. To grow a healthy plant, many different factors must come together. The quality of the soil, the amount of water, and the sunlight. The weather, the air, and even the space around the plant. But the most important factor is always the gardener. You must understand the nature of each plant you grow. Only then can you guide it to grow, to flower, and to bear fruit. This is the spirit I want to share in every video I make. Not just entertainment, but real knowledge and real experience. I hope this way of gardening can inspire more people to start their own journey. These cucumber seedlings were planted more than 2 weeks ago. Now, they have grown into small but healthy young plants. Each leaf looks fresh, and each stem stands strong. With the new archway, these plants will have a path to climb. I imagine one day, the vines will cover the arch with green. It will become a natural gate, right in the heart of the rooftop. This living arch will not only make the garden more beautiful, it will also give me more motivation to keep going every day. A garden grows, and at the same time, the gardener grows too. Time keeps moving quietly, day after day. Every morning, I come up to the rooftop to see the plants. I look for the small differences that appear overnight. With enough sunlight, water, and wind, the plants keep growing longer. Each day, I gently guide the tips of the vines onto the archway. I try to keep them straight and beautiful as they climb higher. The plants never disappoint me. Every new leaf is tender and green, full of life. They are a signal that the plants are healthy and well cared for. Next to the archway, there is my small fish pond. Whenever I water the plants, I use the pond water. The water is rich in nutrients, and the plants love it. From the soil to the water, everything is connected in this garden. The soil, especially, is the foundation of strong growth. Before planting, I prepared the soil very carefully. I mixed in enough organic matter and nutrients for the plants. That is why they can grow steadily, leaf after leaf. I once made a full video about preparing garden soil. Have you watched that video yet? If not, please check it out on my channel. It shows in detail how I mix the soil for healthy plants. Good soil, good water, and good care, these are the true secrets.
đến người tầm lạnh không được mấy.
When the plants were growing at their strongest, a new challenge appeared. Tomorrow, a storm will pass through this area. I started to feel worried about my garden. This is a rooftop garden, high above, with no shelter for the plants. The storm here can be very powerful.
Đây là cuộc vượt của tôi trước khi bão đến.
Because where I live is only about 10 kilometers from the sea. I imagined the strong winds sweeping across the rooftop. The entire archway of climbing plants might be torn away. That thought made my heart heavy. I have cared for these plants every single day. Watching them grow, leaf by leaf, has been a joy to me. Losing them would feel like losing a piece of my effort. But then, I tried to calm myself down. Storms are part of nature, and gardens must face them too. Maybe the strength of these plants will surprise me. Perhaps they can endure the heavy winds and survive this challenge. That small hope gave me a little peace inside. Whatever happens, I know I have done my best. The wind has started to rise. Each gust comes stronger than the one before. I stay on the rooftop, watching carefully. The sound of the wind cuts through the air, sharp and loud. With every gust, all the leaves are forced to bend in one direction. The plants are struggling, fighting against the invisible force. I can see their thin stems shaking under pressure. At this moment, I realize there is nothing more I can do. All I can do is wait and hope. Inside the house, I cannot sit still. Finally, I decide to go back up to the garden. Darkness mixes with the roar of the wind. It feels overwhelming. At moments, it seems as if the wind could sweep on me too. Still, I hold on to my courage. I keep reinforcing the plants, even as they struggle against the storm. And then, the storm finally passed. My rooftop garden did not suffer heavy damage. The archway and climbing plants are still standing strong. But the fresh green leaves now look torn and bruised. Some have turned yellow under the harsh wind and rain. I know exactly what needs to be done next. Restoring the plants after the storm is the first priority. Have you seen the detailed video I made about that? Today marks the 30th day since I built this archway. The frame is now covered in green, just as I had imagined. Looking back, I can hardly believe the change. 1 month ago, this place looked so different. Now, it feels alive in a completely new way. A month in human life may feel short. Sometimes, we achieve little in that time. But for plants, a month is an entire cycle. from seedling to climbing vine, from fragile shoots to flowers and fruits. And today, the plants have already given me their harvest. I can finally enjoy the fruit of this journey. The storm was only a challenge along the way, and the plants faced it with strength. They survived, they endured, and they kept growing. To me, that is resilience made visible. No pause, no complaint, only growth. Now, they gift me not only shade and beauty, but also a harvest I will always remember. This garden, after 30 days, has become a story of hope.
Nhiều chẳng.
Everything we give with effort will return to us as peace of mind. Now, I love these plants in my garden even more. Each day spent here feels meaningful. I always look forward to hearing your thoughts and feedback. They help me make each video better than the last. This channel is now reaching viewers in more than 60 countries. Language barriers may appear, but your comments guide me to improve. Thank you for being here and for sharing this journey with me. I wish you peace, health, and joy in your own garden. See you again in the next video.